Okay, coming back at you, my HR friends, with another study that I think explains a lot about some conversations I've been having with fellow chief people officers and other executives in the HR field. As a reminder, I'm a former chief people officer myself who left my position in 2021 and rebooted this consulting company, Verdant Consulting, to focus on mental health at work and creating thriving and flourishing workplaces. I'm also your HR big sister who likes to help out just everyone in general, but particularly my HR brothers and sisters, on managing some of the stressors that exist for us that we rarely talk about. And let's talk about this one. So I work with a lot of current chief people officers and coach them through navigating difficult situations, onboarding as a new CPO. It can be a pretty arduous task, and it's one of the loneliest roles in the business. And one thing I've noticed is for chief people officers to come in, walk into a role as a strategic thought leader, focusing on culture and people and all the things that they interviewed for, and then be asked about payroll and benefits and the administrative side of their position. And it's very confusing because we're hired for one thing and then being held against expectations completely unrelated to that. And then I read this study from Sage, which I will share with you now. There's a handful of things here. I just did a screen grab for you, but let's start at the top, shall we? So yeah, 87% of the C-suite see that we've really accelerated changes in HR, but here's what's important. 52% of the C-suite feel that these changes are only temporary. So our seat at the table, temporary. The next one looks good, right? 60% of the C-suite see HR and people leaders as equal leaders and partners in the organization. But that means 40% don't. And let's talk about that reputation. 57% of the C-suite see HR as a largely administrative function. And there you go. Let's couple that with the one on the bottom, my personal favorite. 76% of CEOs believe that the HR workload is not unmanageable. And let's put those two things together, shall we? Actually, let's put all of these together. What we're doing now is seen as temporary. We're mostly seen as administrative. And what we're doing is not unreasonable. When 98% of a function is experiencing burnout, we need to relook at the work. We deserve better, HR friends. Let's go out and get it.